Have you ever flipped over a box of hair dye and just stared at that long list of chemicals? Ever wondered what you're really putting on your head? Well, today we're going to dive into
Wow! Yay!
We're going to deconstruct exactly how nature gets the job done. So here's the game plan. We'll start with the hidden costs of your typical hair color. Then we'll journey back in time to uncover Ayurveda's ancient secrets. After that, we'll get into the actual science of how these plants work, we'll break down a modern formula, and finally, we'll see why this is about so much more than just color.
All right, let's jump right in. We have to start with the reason so many people are even looking for an alternative in the first place. The hidden, and let's be honest, sometimes pretty harsh cost of chemical hair color.
I mean, it's a totally fair question, right? We all want our hair to look a certain way, but at what price? The truth is, for a lot of people, the trade-off for that temporary color can be a whole list of not-so-great long-term issues for their hair and scalp.
Yeah, using those synthetic dyes over and over can lead to everything you see here. We're talking skin irritation, your hair literally breaking, and a dry, totally stressed out scalp. These aren't just little annoyances. They're your body's way of saying that harsh stuff, like ammonia, is really taking a toll.
So what if there was a better way, a different path? For that, we're going to turn to the ancient Indian practice of Ayurveda, which has been all about holistic health for literally thousands of years.
And you know, this isn't some new trend or fad. This is about going back to nature's wisdom. Long before we had modern chemistry labs, people relied on the power of plants to get amazing color and incredible hair health by working with their bodies, not against them.
And the absolute cornerstone of this entire tradition? Henna. People have been using this simple plant powder since the Bronze Age. It's a powerhouse natural colorant and conditioner, and it's really the foundation for so many herbal hair care practices.
But henna is just where it starts. As this quote lays out, Ayurveda uses a whole arsenal of amazing botanicals. You've got herbs like Amla, Bhringraj, and Methi, and each one plays its own unique role, not just in coloring the hair, but in genuinely making it healthier from the root up.
Okay, so how does this ancient stuff actually work? Let's get into the science of it all and see how these ingredients color and protect the hair right down to the molecular level.
The magic behind henna boils down to a molecule called lawsone. Now here is the huge difference. Chemical dyes use things like ammonia to basically pry open your hair cuticle to jam color inside. Lawsone is the complete opposite. It physically binds to the outside of your hair's protein, coating and protecting the strand while it leaves behind that famous reddish tint.
I can almost hear some of you thinking, but I don't want red hair. And this is where the genius of Ayurvedic formulas comes in. By mixing henna with another plant powder, indigo, you can create a whole spectrum of browns all the way to a super rich, deep black. It is nature's chemistry at its absolute best.
And then you have Amla. Now think of it like this. Most hair dyes are reactive. They just cover gray hair that's already there. Amla is proactive. It is loaded with antioxidants that protect the little factories in your body that produce your natural hair color. So it's not just about covering gray, it's about helping your hair fight the whole graying process in the first place.
Okay, so we've covered the history and the science. Now let's see how all of this comes together in a modern product that's actually easy to get your hands on. Let's take a look at Flabia Ayurveda's henna powder. It's the perfect case study because it's a 100% herbal formula that takes all those individual ingredients we've been talking about and puts them all together in one simple, easy-to-use treatment.
And just look at this ingredient list. This is where it all clicks. Of course, you've got the henna for that color base and the indigo to get that beautiful black. You've got the amla we just talked about to help prevent graying, but look what else is in there. Shikakai, which is a natural cleanser. Bhringraj, which is actually known as the king of hair for how it helps with growth. And even Neem to keep your scalp healthy and infection-free. It's right there. This isn't just a dye, it's a full-on hair treatment in a packet.
The whole idea is just simple. Create a product that is completely free from all those harsh chemicals. No ammonia, no weird side effects. The goal is a treatment that actually nourishes your hair while it's coloring it, tackling issues like hair fall and dandruff at the exact same time. And actually using it is super simple. You just mix the powder with some water to make a paste, let it sit for a bit so all the herbs can activate, and then you apply it. Honestly, it's the perfect excuse to just relax for a couple of hours while it does its thing. Then you just rinse it out. Pro tip, wait until the next day to shampoo so you can let that gorgeous natural color really set in.
Okay, let's pull back for our final section and really look at the big picture. This is about so much more than just covering up a few grays. This is about a complete vision for hair health.
At the end of the day, when you use a 100% herbal approach, the color is almost like a beautiful side effect. The real purpose is a deep conditioning treatment that strengthens your hair, feeds your roots, fights things like dandruff and hair fall, and brings back that healthy, natural shine. It's a total shift from a quick cosmetic fix to a real wellness routine for your hair.
And because it's completely free of chemicals and just jam-packed with these powerful, nourishing herbs, it ends up being a complete solution that works for every single hair type. You're not just coloring your hair, you're feeding it.
So after seeing the tradition, the science, and all of these incredible benefits, it really just boils down to one question. Are you ready to stop just coloring your hair and start actually caring for it?